There are times in life. No, there are not times in life. All the time, we need to trust the process, whatever the process may be. You'll hear these sayings. People say, trust the process, believe in yourself. There's all these 3-word phrases that we use in life that are supposed to mean something to us. A lot of times they don't mean anything to us because we don't really sit down and dissect the phrase and then apply it. So something like trust the process. What does that mean? When you trust something, that means you believe in it. You believe in it, whatever that might be. In God we trust. Well, if you got heavy belief in God, you understand that that's exactly what that means. You just believe that God is going to place you where you need to be placed and guide you along the way, okay? So if you're having to trust the process, that means have faith in a single process, okay? So that process might be something real small, okay? 90 days. You need to trust that in 90 days, you will receive a check in the mail. You have to trust it. What that means is you can't call the sender every day asking them when the check will be there, because you have to trust that it will be there in the 90 days they told you it would be there. You understand? Not on day 82, not on day 28. On day 90, the check will be there. And that is exactly what they will tell you. So you have to trust the process. If I give you a workout plan and I say, bro, do this for 90 days, and you do it every day, and you call me on the 45th day and say, I don't see results, and it's day 45, I will tell you to keep going another 45 days. You have to trust the process. How many times have we quit before the process was over? Because if we use that method when we cook food, we would never have good meals, good cakes, good desserts, good casseroles. If you go to a restaurant and say, I want this steak done medium well, and they come out and say, you know what? We cut the process in half. So here's your steak, bro. I know it's medium rare, but we just, we was getting a little antsy. You would say, nah, I need you to go through with the process because I need my joint medium well. You understand? We have to do the same thing. You got to trust the entire process of what you're doing. Now, has every process been given some type of date? Nah, that's not how that works, bro. But there are a lot of things that have been given a date, or we've given it a time, okay? We've stamped a time on it. You know what? I'm not gonna smoke cigarettes for 6 months. By month 3, we're thinking about quitting the process because we just feel like it isn't working. But it's funny because when we put something in the air, man, to me, you give your creator a time frame to make things work. Now, if you don't believe in a creator, even if you believe in the universe, bro, you give the universe a time frame. So if you say, I'm not going to smoke for 60 days, your creator's thinking, well, I got 60 days to make some miracles happen. But if you quit on the 30th day, you're missing out on 30 days of small possible miracles, man. So we have to trust the entire process. Trust the process. It's one of those things that, bro, can sound very cliche and a little bit corny until you start applying it. When you start applying it, it goes from corny to convincing real fast. Because what you'll start seeing is you achieve more during that process than you thought was possible. So again, I'm not going to engage with negative people for 90 days. Throughout that process, bro, not engaging with these negative people, you end up starting to do different things. So what'll happen is you set out to just remove negativity from your life, but you end up adding on different people. Maybe you start going to church because of these different people. Maybe you then get baptized because you went to church with these different people. All the while, the process that you started was just to stay away from negative people. You understand? There are many things that come from going through a process, but we have to see it all the way out, all the way through. And I'm telling you, it is not all the way easy. We all have little processes we're going through all the time. We're all going through some small processes. Being able to stick with them and seeing them all the way through is a great skill to develop. But it's kind of tough. Sometimes you want to drop the ball, sometimes you want to quit. I get it, I'm there. And I think it's something we continue to go through our entire lives. But I think our lives are a lot more fulfilling when we figure out how to trust the process with everything, with every endeavor we start, with every challenge we give ourselves, with every promise we make. So again, I always tell you, bro, today's a new day. Start today. We're just gonna trust the process, whatever process that might be. And then you might be in the middle of one. So this is the reminder to keep going.